YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times.
Well, good afternoon from Painesville City, Pleasant. Welcome to Sports Today. 30 minutes about the latest sports news in Liberia. I'm Edwin Batafuen anchoring this Monday, October 6, 2025 presentation of the program Sports Today. In the headlines, SWA, the Sports Writers Association Liberia SWA, celebrates a 39th birth anniversary in Nimba County. Well, Liberia coaches to benefit from a seminar to be organized by the Liberia Football Association headed by Arsene Wenger, former Arsenal head coach, and the Dominant Group consulting to organize training camp for Liberian coaches, boosting their morale ahead of the new league season. Titami Girls and Facil are champions of both the female and male edition of the LFA Super Cup, winning their first silverwares ahead of the new league season. These plus many more are coming up on the program Sports Today. We're taking the break to come back. When we come back, we'll bring you details about the stories we're following.
It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's bring you our development now from way in Ganta City, Nimba County, where the Sports Writers Association of Liberia SWA for sure celebrated their 39th anniversary held in Ganta City, Nimba County. The association, for the very first time, organized their anniversary Osamanovia under the leadership of Vama Kamara, president of the association. Nathaniel Tukpa, one of Liberia's best local sports journalists, was named anniversary committee, were organized in Nimba. The competition was held at the Gompa Sports Stadium between SWA and the Ekpo Foundation, in which ended 3-1 in favor of the Sports Writers Association of Liberia. Our reporter Elijah Pan catch up with the president of the Sports Writers Association of Liberia, Vama Kamara, who have this to say.
Celebrate, and we'll have to come together as a fraternity. That is what binds us, regardless of what station you work with or what media institutions you work for. We have to stick together and make sure that we maintain the fraternity, and that is very important. Today we are in Ganta, Nimba County. There's a leg that we might be in Bassa next time. We might be in Maryland. We hope that we can take this program throughout the 15 political subdivisions of Liberia, and we mean it. At the end of our 3 years mandate, we want to ensure that we decentralize SWA so that it can no longer be a Monrovia-based thing, but people can know that SWA exists and is everywhere. So why say that in the next future, we don't want to preempt, but we'll have a committee set up, and the committee will make determination as to where we will go next. But we are not going to stick to Monrovia anymore. This celebration is going to go throughout Liberia.
How do you enjoy your stay so far?
Nimba is a very hospitable environment, and it has been very good. They have been very receptive, and I always say they always kind of competing with Grand Bassa County in terms of hospitality. So the kind of reception we have received as an organization, we are very excited. The weather is good. We pray for a very good weather. It started raining initially, but the weather is good. The food very nice, and we kind of enjoying it. The message for all of us here is SWA is hitting another level. It's not the SWA that you used to see before, that years past, there's nothing being done. You realize that we had the awards, now we're having the anniversary celebration, we're having trainings regularly. Our main objective is to take the activities from Monrovia and take it to our...
Well, Liberia Women's Upper League defending champions, the Diamond Girls, has been crowned champions of the LFA 2025 Super Cup. The defending champions were crowned champions on Sunday evening, that's Sunday afternoon, at the Samuel Kayando Sports Stadium after a 2-1 victory over War Girls at the SKD. Delphine Glau and Beno Yante formed the back of the net for the regional Liberian Women's Upper League champions, who deliver a composed and determined performance to lift their first trophy of the new season. The win set a confident tone for the Diamond Girls as they gear up to defend their league title in the upcoming campaign. Their head coach, Robert Latte, said it's the beginning of a successful season ahead of the 2025-2026 Women's Upper League. The Diamond Girls will take on Shatter Angels in their title defense opening match of the LFA 2025-2026 Upper Women's League. Yes, Robert Latte in conversation with reporter after his side 2-1 victory over War Girls at the SKD Sports Stadium.
First of all, let me say a very big thank you to my maker, and I also want to appreciate my entire technical staff for the wonderful week. And to your question, you know what the league is about, the staff, but especially the first league is something that you need to win because we encourage the girls to play harder. So winning the first trophy in the first league is about that I've just started. I'm grateful to God. I want to be very much here with you. Walk them through a very good week. They keep the ball on the ground collectively because we have good coordination. But what we were looking at was playing with my experience. You understand? Our team was very much experienced and incredible working. Because we do our attacker, hands, and speed. They have to face to play the ball. We're playing home ball. That was resulted in us in the game today. My experience indeed won the game for us. Despite we won, my brother, let me be very frank with you, stay out of point. Because we stay creative. We need to understand that whenever the pressure is coming on, we need to control the pressure by the First of all,
now, today's development, the Liberia Football Coaches Association, LIFOCA, has begun a nationwide audit of coaching credentials at all levels of the game, seeking to raise standards and strengthen professionalism across Liberia. Lifoka President Baron Carr Sr. announced the initiative on Saturday during a one-day retreat at the Samuel Kanyado Sports Complex in Pinzo. He said the audit will start at the grassroots level and extend to the national stage. Carr said the move was prompted by concerns that some coaches' work is being undermined or misrepresented due to inconsistent credentials. He warned that those found coaching without proper qualification will face disciplinary measure. The retreat, held ahead of the 2025-2026 domestic league kickoff, focused on the team, the role and importance of coaches in the development of football in Liberia. Participants engaged in walking section and wrapped up the event with a friendly soccer match. Liberia Football Association Technical Director Deco Wise, speaking on behalf of the LFA, called for tactile standard in coaching education and lesson. He warned against allowing coaches to advance too quickly without proper training, saying it creates knowledge gaps at the top level. Wise emphasized that coaches are the backbone of Liberia football development and urged closer collaboration between the LFA and Lifoka. He also highlighted the need for psychological and age-appropriate training to youth development, warning that Liberia loses promising talent due to mismatched coaching approaches. Wise disclosed that the LFA is working with the FIFA to expand international training opportunities for Liberia coaches and reveal plans to invite former Arsenal head coach and manager Ashley Wenger to Liberia to address local coaches. However, no date has been set for Wenger's visit. Beginning this season, Wise said coaches will be subject to pre-match inspection and similar to players and will be required to wear identification card that's on the bench. The LFA League is expected to start on the 18th of October 2025. We're taking a short break to be right back. When we come back, we'll bring you duties about other developments we're following. If you're just joining us, this is a reminder you're watching the program Sports Today live on Inter Sports on this Monday, October 6, 2025. Anchoring this news presentation, I'm Edwin Butterfly. Let's go for this break to be right back.
It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times.
Thank you so much for rejoining us in Top Stories. We're following the Sports Writers Association of Liberia, SWAS, celebrated their 39th anniversary in Ganta Nimba County as the president, Vama Kamara, calls for unity and professionalism in doing the work of the Liberian people. Determined Girls NFC Facile are crowned champions of the Female Male Super Cup LFA 2025, and Liberia coaches to benefit from a seminar organized by the LFA with Arsenal former coach Ashley Wenger posed to be guest speaker at the event. To the development now, 2 Liberian-born international coaches will launch a global sports consulting framed in Monrovia on October 20, 2025, aimed at protecting athletes and coaches from exploitation and improving contract transparency. The Dominion Global Consulting Group was co-founded by Naomi E.C. Williams, a U.S.-based coach, and Melinda Williams-Colinda, a UEFA B lesson soccer coach residing in Germany. The firm will offer contract review services, legal education, and athlete advocacy across multiple disciplines, including football, basketball, and track and field. The founders said the company's mission is to provide oversight and legal protection for athletes and coaches, particularly those in Liberia who often lack access to professional representation. It has been observed in Liberia that many players does not sign a professional contract and follow it up. At the end of their contract, they are illegally treated without benefit. Sometimes teams terminate player contracts without their benefit. According to Melinda Williams-Colinda and Naomi Williams, the program will help open the eyes of Liberian players, coaches, and other people involved in sports with a legal process and a well knowledge on how contract and other related football documents should be signed. The founder said the company's mission is to provide oversight and legal protection for those involved in sports. Let's bring you this other development now on the program Sports Today. Well, FC Fasel has been crowned champions of the LFA 2025 Super Cup. The club coach Ama Alechik said this is the beginning of a successful journey after a bad start in the CAF Champions League that saw Fasel suffer a 3-0 defeat in the return leg after a goalless draw. Here is the coach in conversation with our reporter Elijah Pan.
Not refreshed, and in the league will be much easier because now we're not traveling, so we'll focus only on the league. We are waiting these injured players to come back and to refresh the team, and we'll be much stronger for the league, that's for sure. Win is win, as I tell you, first silver of the season, we are very proud of that, but we have to correct some things and really start much stronger in attack. When you play against Algeria, right? We can play in Egypt against some other big teams in Egypt or Simba from Tanzania. But let me tell you something, playing a local competition, these guys were motivated. I saw their game against the Benin team. If they play today like they play against us, most likely they will win the game. That's my expression, So the other team is so motivated, which is not excuse, but it's very hard to work and play like that, but we controlled the game, but we didn't have a power too much in the attack. This is the problem that we have 3 attackers injured who are starting. You understand? So when you're missing something in your car, you cannot go with 3 tires, It's not excuse, this is reality. But I'm sure in league, we will refresh the team and start much stronger because we're not traveling anymore. And in December, again, 2 guys who are with us now training and not rested will belong to us, Carlos and the other guy, so we'll be much stronger in attack. I'm sure, honestly, because first motivation, you'll understand. And the second is because we are favorites. It's not easy, like Paris Saint-Germain in France. Every game you go to win. It's not easy. Listen, we are human beings. Mental resilience is not easy that you say every game we go and we have to win. Come on, this is a football. Other team plays as well, right? So that's not easy to say here. The fans are easy, go and cheer around. I respect them, but as a coach, you have to balance the team. You have to rotate. League will be Saturday, Sundays, or Wednesday, every 3-4 days. So it's not easy to manage that. So that's why we need 25 players, what we have now. But our second team stay close. But I'm not saying any time their performance. You answered the other question. If I bring local players, and you see more and more local players coming in the first 11, right? We have also foreign players, but we are competing now. So if I raise their level up, of course that Liberian national team will benefit from that. Surely, right? Because if they are becoming better, if they can compete almost with Algeria, who is you know, who is Algeria, one of the best teams in Africa, it is also beneficial for the national team. Time, I cannot say you 6 months or say that. If you go that way, Liverpool took 4 years, right? Plus Paris Saint-Germain took 8 years, right, to make a dominance. We already, after 2 months, we see the identity of our team. More possession game unlike last season. But I'm telling you, boys need many young players. They never trained and play like that. They need more time to understand. Because, you know, skills in Liberia, this is what I see, with all due respect. Skills, basic skills are missing for many players. That's why so many long balls and this and that, because we cannot, not too many teams can play possession play here. So this is my job, but you need the personnel. So we're working on that, you know, and refreshing the team maybe.
Meanwhile, FC Fasel President Kasser Kuo has sent a congratulations message to the players, technical staff of both Fasel FC and the Tamil Girls for their historic victory on Sunday evening at the SKD Sports Stadium. The FC Fasel boss emphasized that his team is geared for the new league season, hoping to win more silverware and return to the CAF Champions League. Here's FC Fasel President Mr. Kasser Kuo in conversation with our reporter Ilacho Pine.
We're grateful for the opening of the league season, which is obviously the Super Cup. We are grateful for winning both the male and the female divisions of the LFA Upper League, and we look forward to a better season. What did you see today? Honestly, we are not deterred by our opponent. We believe that we had a game plan and we executed. Our game plan was to come and get a victory, and we executed and we got the immediate victory, both Tamil Girls and Ghana FC Fasel. So I believe the best side win today, and I believe our both sides was the best side. What can people go a couple of months back that we are not just a team, we are a movement to liberate Liberian football. At the end of the day, I can tell you this victory. FC Fasel is going to win championship for the next 5 years. We believe we have the capacity, we believe we have the level of preparation. We are not worried about that. The Tamil Girls, we are working in progress. We are looking at game by game, and we believe we're also going to claim the championship this year. That is why we put tactician into play. So we are coming for win. That is why we are here. What did at the CAF competition? Our result in the CAF competition wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad at all, because if you kind of look at the people that we play, MC Ojo, come on man, this team was founded 1921, and when you go to Ojigo and see what team we're talking about, state team. We are talking about state funding. We are not talking about individual funding. FC Fasel is an individual team. It is a Kasser team. I was going against a whole state. So at the end of the day, we know that we did our best. We wanted to support them, but at the end of the day, we did it. So it's work in progress. Next year, we believe we're going to do better. To be honest with you, we entertain criticism, because as a good team, you have to entertain criticism. You cannot live in this world without being criticized. So we are okay with it. We want them to continue to criticize. With their criticism, we learn more and we do better. So we entertain it. That's all I can say. It will be a bit difficult when you say it be a bit difficult. Like for example, FC Fasel, this is our first continental. So you can say it being a bit difficult. It is only one time. It is one try, and we got a draw at home. We didn't win at home, but we also didn't lose at home. We were able to defend our home soil. So at the end of the day, we went outside and we lose. We fought free to a very strong side, a side that was in the quarterfinal of last year. They were in the quarterfinal. We are like a just come. So definitely, I don't see that as a problem, and I don't see that to be something that we have to be discouraged. It's work in progress.
Well, to our final development, just before we take leave of you on this Monday afternoon presentation of the program Sports Today, the Liberia Football Association, LFA, has announced a 23-man listing for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Namibia and Equatorial Guinea. The goalkeepers invited are Tommy Sango, Asher Williams, Junior Yene. Defenders include Samson Due, Emmanuel Foley, Kemo Kamara, Jusu Dukle, Nelson Laomi, Philip Tanu, and Messi Green. The midfielders are Oscar Dole, Defantier, Muhammad Sangari, Solomon Tue, Jebe Kone, Yaya Belete, and Aman Vakona. Forwards are Nicholas Andrew, Edward Lindam, Daniel Toh, William Gibson, Ayuba Kosia, and Solomon Ba. The Lone Star will be aiming to strengthen their position in the qualifiers as they take on Namibia and Equatorial Guinea in a back-to-back encounter. Liberia will be against Namibia on the 9th of October at the Samarkand Sports Stadium just before their trip to Equatorial Guinea for the final showdown. Well, from the Lone Star camp, that's how I'd like to go home on this Monday afternoon presentation of the program Sports Today. But before we go, a recap of the headlines. The Sports Writers Association of Liberia SWA celebrates a 39th anniversary over the weekend in Nima County, Ganto City. Liberia coaches to benefit from a one-day seminar to be organized by the LFA, Liberia Football Association, inviting former Arsenal coach as a winger as a guest speaker. Determined Girls and FC Fasel were named champions of the LFA 2025 Super Cup respectively after a glorious victory on Sunday at the SKD Sports Stadium. The Dominion Coaching Consulting Group to organize a seminar for Liberian players and coaches on contract renewal. Well, on that note, that's how I'd like to go home on this Monday afternoon presentation of the program Sports Today. Join us at 3 p.m. this afternoon for the repeat of this program about Stadium Wednesday for another brand new edition. Many thanks to Clarence Dolo, Theophilus Wiapia, and the rest of the team. On behalf of the group here at Intersports, I presented. I'm Edwin Butterfine. Good afternoon from Pinzio.
It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times. It's Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Painesville. Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.